Well, let's try to answer some more questions tonight. You guys had so many questions about our boat that we thought we would group them all into one session and try to answer as many of them as we can. And if we haven't addressed your question or to your satisfaction, put it in the comments and we will answer it.
We'll do another one.
And we'll do another one. So, okay. So I have from James. Witness seemed to be a very efficient layout, but now that you're almost done, is there anything or any feature you recommend on a loop boat that you didn't have? Were there any boats that you saw on the trip even better for space or layouts if price were no object? So,
I mean, they wouldn't be better for space because it's such an efficient layout, but they're definitely, we have friends that have roomier 3-stateroom boats.
yeah, but I don't think for us for the loop. So to answer that second question, no. I think even if price were no object, this is the right boat for the job for our family for the loop. It is the smallest package that would work for us with 3 staterooms. It is low windage, so it is easy to dock in all conditions. It's got a bow thruster, the hydraulic swim platform.
You just make it look easy.
No. Thank you, but no. I don't always. But the hydraulic swim platform.
Oh my gosh.
Everything about the way this boat is configured has been perfect for a family for the loop. And so I don't have boat envy. Like,
I mean, if money was no object, I would have, triple the hot water size. But
you'd have a chef.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So I don't know. As far as boats go, we don't often look at another boat and think, oh, that would have been a better boat this year. Yeah. It just wouldn't. We still have a passion for vintage boats, and so more bright work, more wood, more
open outdoor space.
Yeah,
like
we
really or a flybridge.
We do like a sun deck. We do like flybridge motor yachts, but this has been a really good compromise to be able to hang out tonight in an evening. And it's
tomorrow's going to be a storm, and we'll be hanging out in the same place.
Yeah, so Witness has been great. The efficient layout, you nailed it. Absolutely, it has been. As far as features, we'll do a video on some of the features that we would have preferred. We would love to have a couple of things, but they're small things, and we've made it work in the ways that we have by supplementing.
Yeah, and I'm just thrilled that we have 2 bathrooms, and they're both have full showers, and one of them's not a wet head, and those were definitely options that we could have chosen. And so this boat just has a lot of great features.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn. You can see that after a year out, we need new eyeglasses and another eye appointment. Okay, how do you do your clothes washing? I have not seen a washing machine on your boat. And who's this from? Thomas Massey. Thank you for all your videos. And stay cool. Have Salvi say a unique washing solution. I was wondering, how do you do your laundry? This is one of my favorite features of the boat. So Mason has, and we'll show it, but Mason has the tiny room that goes like under the dinette, but he also has the washer dryer combo unit in a closet door in his room.
Yeah, so combo washer dryer, and some people ask, "Oh, do you really use it?" We use
constantly.
The heck out of
Whenever we're in a marina, go.
Yeah. So yes, you can. Like, there is laundry here at the marina where we are, but
with 4 people, we have a lot of laundry.
Yeah, and so we use it all the
time. It took me a while to figure out how to do separate wash and no dry for delicates, or separate dry when it didn't dry all the way, but I got it down now. Yeah. It's kind of the same unit that you would find in an RV.
Yeah. Required, no. Nice to have, absolutely, for a family.
Yeah.
It's changed our quality of life for sure. John asks, I really like your channel. Look forward to each new video. Remember, one of them you mentioned usually cruising at 8 miles an hour. That's correct. What is your typical fuel burn? Also, how many engine hours will you have for the trip? Look forward to the next video. So, fuel burn, you ask in miles per gallon. Miles per gallon, we get about 1.8 and that's been pretty consistent throughout our trip, and that's at the 8-mile-per-hour cruise. We can get up to 30 miles an hour if we're wide open throttle, which we've never operated at wide open.
We went wide open
just yesterday for fun, but because
for a little bit.
because we hadn't for 14 months since the sea trial, so that was wickedly fun for a few minutes. But
it probably cost couple $100 for 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, not for 5 minutes, but close. So yeah, it's an affordable cruise and an efficient cruise, and then engine hours about 1,000. About 1,000. We've been at it 14 months, and if you remember, we've done some kind of loop adjacent things. So we went from St. Louis north first, and then we also did a side trip to the Bahamas, also up the Potomac to DC, and then we did the route around the Keys too. So kind of picked the longer routes, but about 1,000 hours for the 14 months we've been on the boat.
Okay. This is from 610 Boating 5. After your journey, was the boat the right choice? Anything you would want to change about the vessel? So I guess we had similar questions.
Totally the right choice.
And it's so funny because we fought it. We fought Michael Martin.
Who was our buyer's broker.
With great loop yacht sales. But he knew that we just wanted to do it for one and done. And so this was the boat to buy, and this is the boat to sell, and she did great.
Yeah, it has been totally the right boat for the job. The things that we would change, let's just go into it now. We would love an anchor washdown. We'll show you what it is that we have assembled to do that.
Yeah, we have it.
It gets the job done. It's not...
It's my job, and it's slow.
Perfect.
So as the anchor person, I wish that we had a on-boat anchor washdown because we get into a lot of mud and weeds. So instead, we bought a Ryobi power washer that I use every time that I bring the anchor up, and we'll link that below.
One of the things that we wish we had on Witness is a remote control for our hydraulic swim platform. This is a two-person job. Somebody has to be up there holding the button and somebody else down here with the lines to load the tender. But if we had a remote control switch, which are available, we could do this single-handed. Perfect. We would love access to a swim ladder from our swim platform while the dinghy is on board.
Yeah.
So we've come up with innovative solutions around that too, but a way to swim from the boat with the dinghy on board, because our swim ladder is underneath the dinghy as it sits. We're big fans of wood, so we would love to have more wood on board. We added these accents just to get us through this year. The wood on a cruiser's yachts is really well done. So inside in the salon, we're nuts, and so we kind of like more. As far as the galley goes, another thing we wish we had aboard Witness is an induction cooktop. This is the original 20-some-year-old electric cooktop, and it works marginally. It'll just barely boil water. It'll fry things up. We made some toast on it this morning, some eggs, omelets, whatnot. But if we had induction, it'd be able to be run off of our inverter instead of this, which requires us to fire up the generator to get enough juice to run the cooktop. So there's an induction that drops right in. Other 4450 owners have it. We just haven't upgraded ours. And then just one other, and it's a minor pet peeve, is the isinglass that you have to roll up
instead of snap.
Instead of just kind of swing up and snap. It's one thing if it's a weekend boat, but when you're cruising every single day, you wake up in the morning, you do engine checks, you come up here, and you get up to the helm, you're unzipping and rolling and snapping, and I'd sure just love to, zip, flip, snap, and have it be flat.
And I can't reach the one over the helm. I'm 8 inches shorter than he is, and so it has happened where a unforecasted storm came through at 3 a.m. and we left the windows open, and I had to wake him up to, I heard it, so I got up and closed the boat up, except I couldn't do that.
Yeah. So even better would be a wiper up there. Like it's a part of the helm where you really want to have visibility out, and so you know, we have a glass windshield lower, and we do use that, especially in storms with wipers. But
and being 8 inches shorter, I can see just fine out of it.
Yeah, but for me, I have to be a little bit hunched over to look through the glass. So I think that's it. I mean, there's not very much. The tankage on this boat is insane.
Great.
We go 10 to 12 to 14 days
with 4 people
before we need a pump out or
water
or run out of fresh water.
Which we know because that happened in the Bahamas.
Cruisers don't come standard with inverters, but this boat has been upgraded with a delightful AGM house bank with an inverter, so we don't need to fire up the generator to make coffee in the morning. It's really been
I can make some breakfast things without.
Yeah, and we can run that inverter while we're underway because the house banks are charging off the alternators all the time. So we run the Instapot when we're doing that. We run all the other charge-all devices and everything from that inverter. I can't imagine how you do this without a house bank and an inverter that will support AC power on the boat. So. And another shout out to our swim platform and this hardtop. So those are the other 2 things that we absolutely love about
whoever ordered this boat did it right.
Yeah, it was probably in the $1 million range when it was purchased in 2001, which is crazy to think that we would own a $1 million yacht. But yeah, the swim platform, I think it was a $30,000 upgrade. It came factory with the hydraulics to launch the tender, and then this hardtop is just amazing with.
Especially
acrylic doors, full acrylic doors. So you open and close those doors, so it's not a half door with a roll down isinglass. The boats that have that, they're delightful boats. That's just not as convenient as being able to open up the wing doors on either side. So anyway, we have loved Witness. We have loved this cruisers, and it is going to. A couple that is going to do the loop, and we are excited about that. And so we are heading directly into survey and sea trial coming up even in the next few days. So we are looking forward to passing her on and having her go around the loop. This will be her 3rd time around the loop, which is just absolutely awesome. And we're excited for them and their ownership of the boat. Thanks for joining for another Q&A. I think we'll do one more about our future plans, but we got to figure out what they are first. So cheers.
Cheers.